Let me introduce you, gentlemen. This is Mr. Ivan Tanev, Mr. Attila Biro from Romania, RISE project journalist, Mr. Arsen Iordanov from Bivol, and myself, Atanas Ciobanov.
Nice to meet you.
So we have a good connection now. Let's start the interview. I will ask the questions and Mr. Tanev will answer, and if you have additional questions, you will put them in the conversation. Okay?
Of course.
Let's proceed like this.
Okay, let's start.
Yeah. So, thank you first, Mr. Tanev, for accepting this interview. You are a famous person. You are on the Interpol wanted list, and Bulgarian law enforcement. Bulgarian law enforcement is after you for tax evasion, the so-called case, the Universal. So tell us more about your universality. What is this case about?
The case is a little bit strange. It started in 2012. It was almost like almost everything in Bulgaria. It was a project who was created of my competitors. It's not a secret. I'm a trader. Normally, I'm not universal. I'm a trader for meat and sugar. This is what I'm doing. And my problem starts because one of my competitors was owner, he's already ex-owner, owner of sugar factories in Bulgaria. Normally, in the moment when we start to import the sugar, this guy decided his interests are damaged, and he had some problems in the past with the Bulgarian authorities, and he tried to fix these problems, creating problems to me. The strange in the whole case was the participation of the bank. I was working with the same bank which was working with this businessman, and in this case, the bank represents a lot of fake documents with the fake signature, fake contract. You hear me or not good?
Yes, which bank?
Yes, we hear you. Which is
First Investment Bank. First Investment Bank. They present a lot of documents, not only with fake sign like a pay orders. They presented documents in contracts which my name was added, and in the regional contracts it was not me at all. I think that during this time the directors of the bank lose their mind, because now the court rejecting one by one these documents without any participation from my side. That means without any effort. The case is done about the VAT of the company which are not created with me. There is no any signature, there is no any connection with this company, which is in this case with me like a person. That means there is a group of people which was controlling this company. One of them I know, and like everything else, it will be end on some way. Until now, it's not end. It's in the face of the court, but I'm not even in this court, which is against my case is separate.
Okay, but
this is for this case.
If you don't have this Interpol warrant, would you return to Bulgaria?
I would return tomorrow. It's not so easy. First of all, it's not a wish hour. It means I cannot tell to the Bulgarian authorities what to do or what to not to do. But I would like to come, not only to Bulgaria, but to Romania after it. The case, there is many procedure, and there is something else that coming back to Bulgaria, I'll have problems with the lady which is involved in a Romanian case for sure.
Do you mean Mila Georgieva?
This is the case of the Universal.
Do you mean
yes, Mila Georgieva?
Mila Georgieva. Okay, so this is the other point that you are quoted by Romanian prosecutors from the DNA as the head of a group who stole 19 million euro from the Romanian food agency APIA. So the others quoted in the proceedings of the prosecutors are Mila Georgieva, Stefka Stoeva, Veselin Lovchiev, and an official from First Investment Bank. do you know those other persons, Mila Georgieva, Steph Kostov, Vasilin Vovchev? Do you know them, and do you know what they did in this case?
The only person which I know from all this case is Mila Georgieva. It means the history starts in 2010 when she had a group of companies with very good spreadsheets, normally with very good contracts. Later, it was found that this contract spreadsheets and this are fake. But this Mila, my person is a trader, was selling, buying products under her request. Other person I don't know.
You don't know Steph Kostova?
I was not. I never been to Romania in 2012 at all.
So let's continue now. So it started in 2010.
It started with 2010 with a group of companies, and she was a lady with a connection in the custom and everywhere. That in Romania, this case, which is my name was involved, I don't know all the details there. I read for first time in the newspapers. Normally, the only connection which I had with this case that I was asked from Mila Georgieva, who controlled the companies there. She was there, I think, or something, to sell some quantity of barley around Europe in the May, June, July for the companies which she has. And after I sold this quantity of barley, I was not needed there. That means I know that there was some flour oil. The only things which I was asked during this time was the price of the oil, but I don't have any details there. Like I have a lot of information by the newspapers that the money means that the contract is not end, but nothing else.
But are you wanted by the Romanian prosecutors on this case?
By the way, when I saw my name in the articles, I tried to connect with the Romanian prosecutors. Once I sent an email to the right person who was in this case, then I didn't have an answer, and I decided maybe this is not the right way to connect with them. This is why I sent my lawyer in the spring of 2016, in April, I think, to give a letter and to register signed by me letter in the Romanian DNA that I want to be questioned. There was no answer on my request.
But have you been contacted by any mean on this case? I mean, not prosecutors, but...
No, the only thing strange in this case, I was in contact with representative and with one lawyer, Romanian lawyer, who has a serious business in Bulgaria, who offered me that against one serious amount of money, my name will be removed from the case. It was 2 times this offer, the 2 times I rejected. It's
so you got,
not serious.
You got
first of all, I don't feel myself.
2 times an offer from a
2 times
lawyer?
The same offer from a Romanian lawyer with a business in Bulgaria, who he and his representative offered me 2 times to remove my name against the amount of money from the case. I reject offer.
For a while, excuse me.
Yeah. Attila, do you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mr. Tanev, can you tell us who this lawyer is?
Out of the record. It's not by this conversation. I know his name, I know everything, I know the amounts. I hope this is something out of the record, not in the interview.
Okay, what kind of guarantees did he offer that your name will be dropped from the case?
I didn't proceed this conversation at all.
Mm-hmm.
There was an offer, there was rejection. In few months, there was a second one, there was a rejection, and I never heard anything else.
Okay. Going back to the case in Romania, the prosecutors are we talked and officially with them through FOIA, and they also put out a press release. And what we got from our sources, it's also that you're kind of the mastermind of this whole operation. What can you tell us about this accusation?
I'm surprised. Normally, all the companies control from the lady who was there. That I don't feel myself involved in this. I don't know the people of the company. I don't know the details of the delivery of the goods. There is no way to be a mastermind of all this stealing of money. And by the way, I think into 2016, it's very easy this money to be tracked where they are.
So
which is strange.
Where are the money? Do you know something about those offshore companies where the money went?
No, I saw the names of the offshore company in the articles, in the newspaper, in your articles, but I think that first it's strange, the first investment bank who issued the bank guarantee. I don't know how I'm connected with this company, VM Corporation. I hope not again with the fake signatures, like in the Bulgarian case, which is already a deja vu. And the second thing is that if some banks give 22,000 or 20 million euros bank guarantee and the money disappeared and they do not do any effort to find where the money are, from the newspapers, I read that the money gone to Cyprus. The First Investment Bank has a branch in Cyprus. But this is their job. I'm not part of the bank. And from the other side, normally the lady who was in Romania, who was doing this tender after I leave, because normally I'm not involved after July, after the barley, and tells no why. She had a very serious business after the Romanian tender. Nobody is checking her factories, which is both of the offshore companies, the cars, lifestyle, credit card. That means it's Europe. I think this is a matter of a few days to be found.
You mean tracking,
of course,
tracking the money from Cyprus? They went to Hong Kong?
No, I don't know where they went, but if you start from the other side and see the factories in Bulgaria, the limousines and everything, which has the spending around Europe, it's very easy. I'm not a bank investigation.
Yeah, so it's traceable. It's traceable by the spendings.
It's traceable. It's not so hard to find it. Even I can help if I found there is a people who knows many things in Bulgarian. Nobody speaks, and nobody.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question. Could you tell us more profoundly about what's the history about your fellowship with Mila Georgieva, and do you know something more about her connections with the owners of the First Investment Bank in Bulgaria?
Normally, we know each other from 2007, 2008. She was a daughter of the chief of the custom.
Ex-chief.
Chief of the custom of Bulgaria, Kulishev, or some adopted daughter or something.
Yeah.
And after this, she has a serious financial backup and a lot of companies which operated with them. Normally, the project in Romania was totally ruled by her. It's,
She offered this project to you or to the bank?
No, the project, she went to the bank. I know the directors of the bank, she know them too. It's not so complicated, but the formula of this tender was created by her. It's not by me. I don't know even the people which are there, not only from the Bulgarian side, but from the Romanian side.
So she dealt with the bank?
She dealt with the bank, of course.
Okay. Here you are.
How could you explain that the official position of the bank they're saying that they have nothing to do with this case, and they try to charge you about.
You have to ask them why they want to charge me. When
What's the explanation? How could you explain all this?
Because in the beginning of 2013, I was not in Bulgaria, and it was easy. Once when they create the fake documents about the case, the universals, it was easy to create the fake documents to do the case in Romania too. It was when you start something in Bulgaria, they did the same in Romania.
Back to this.
You asked me something about the relation of Mila Georgieva with the bank. I say no. During this year, she has a credit there. After the case of the Universal and after the Romanian case, where she was in Romania, and as you know, she organized the delivery of the goods, she has still some loans in the bank, which are finished without penalty, without this. That means a cooperation, nothing else.
Yes, let me back to this story with the lawyer who contacted you twice. Are there any contacts from this lawyer to the others, Lavchiev, Stoeva, Georgieva? Do you know something about such?
No, but for sure I don't know. But we're going to see it if suddenly the main organizer or the person who was in charge of this tender is not accused in the end of the investigation. That means the lawyer did his job, because this work can be used only in the person who stole the money, nobody else.
But who hired this lawyer? What do you think? The bank or Mila Georgieva or somebody else?
It will be, by the way, it will be. We're gonna see it when it's come the final decision of the investigation. If suddenly Mila Georgieva is not there, that means the lawyer did his job. I'm not involved in the details of the conversation there. What they think, what is the offer there. But for sure, it will be sooner or later. We will see. Did the lawyer is a good lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
Could we think that this fraud, this big malfeasance with EU money, are mutual projects between the bank and the group of Mila Georgieva?
It can be. I think that the bank is not investigating the missing of the money, and I think that Mila Georgieva is spending a lot of money without any problems the last year, investing, and it's like nobody is looking for her.
What kind of factory she owns?
I have to check, but it's not a secret. Everybody knows about her factory. It's even in the registers about normally the directors there, her drivers, and it's very. You can check it very easy. I can check too, and I can give you the information.
Okay, we will check in the registries what companies are related to her.
Yes, and normally all of them, you're going to find out for sure that they are on the offshore companies. These offshore companies finance without any credits, and this. It's easy. The money are there. The money is there. One of the things which I have to understand is why I'm connected with this tender so serious, which is strange on the base that from my side there is no any action there. But maybe there is things which I don't know.
Yeah, who do you think got the money from the Romanian agency? Who are the final beneficiary of this money, in your opinion?
For sure, the stealing of the money is made of the person who has control of the company and who has control to give the orders where the money goes, when the money comes in the account. That means this answer has to be given from Valery or from the person which are in Romania. Somebody has to be there and tell them, okay, or they receive something. They cannot receive order from the GOT to send the money somewhere.
We found that there is a lawyer in Cyprus. His name is Orestis Shambartas, who gave the order to transfer the money from the Cyprus account of VM to other companies in Cyprus. Do you know this lawyer, Shambartas?
No, I have no idea.
Have you heard the name of this offshore company, SunPower Investment? It's on the record of we published about the companies.
I saw it in your article for first time.
Okay.
But normally, this company has a bank account somewhere. It's 2016. It's not something.
So you think it's traceable by the bank?
Yes,
account?
It has to be traceable by the bank accounts, and again, to go to there's owners of the companies, which has to be in the bank. I'm surprised that even in Cyprus, as I know, the information of the owners is in the banks. It's a little.
There are certain connections between the owners of the bank and Cyprus companies, but how do you think? Why do you became a scapegoat in this case?
Because I was not there. It's easy when somebody is not there.
That's the reason, according to you.
Yes, and I told you, the Romanian case in this time, beginning of the 2010, was part of the Bulgarian case of the universe. So all the documents against me was represented in one book. Romania, Bulgaria, whatever it is.
And you claim they are faked?
Not only me. The Bulgarian court decided on a few of the cases that my signature are fake under the document.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know the name of a person, Bulgarian, named Ivan Tanev?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
And also there are two Romanians named Iugulescu. Do you know them?
No. Two of them are?
Nicolae Iugulescu, I think. And
no, I never.
You don't know them.
I don't know. By the way, I don't know almost anyone in Romania. By coincidence, I never been and never have a conversation with Romanian authorities or companies about. Around the sugar I have, but no other in this case. And
but you delivered food. You delivered barley to.
I did. No, I deliver. The barley was given for me by a request from Mila Georgieva. I never deliver barley. I help her to sell the barley.
Okay.
In Europe. It's not in Romania.
In which country?
It's not even in. By the way, the company which was buying the barley was Italian. But I don't know even where the money goes. It was by the invoice given by her.
Okay, so she was buying the foods and delivering to Romania.
The foods normally in the first part, when was the part with
flour.
Wheat flour. Normally, I gave advice. I was trying to find for the sunflower, or I don't know. I was not needed. There was not to do there. They received the money against the product. It's not necessary a trader there at all. It was, by the way, this is the first tender which was without a product against product. It was totally money against delivery.
And this is a rare case.
No, it starts from this year like this. Before, always, this is why I was a trader for these products. After June 2012, there's no more to trade there.
I see. Any questions, gentlemen?
Yeah, maybe if you can tell us a little bit again about the contact with the Romanian authorities. What exactly did you do when you saw your name?
First of all, in the end of March, I sent an email to the DNA email, attention to this case, But then in a few days, I decided it's not the right way to send the email. And I sent my lawyer who bring a signed document for me that I want to give explanation of this case because my name is in the records of this case.
Can you provide us this document, a copy?
Yes, of course. Yes, because there is even a number and a date when it was deposited in the registration of the authorities.
And nobody contacted you afterward?
No, with my lawyer, nobody contacted.
And how, after what time did that lawyer that you told us about contacted you?
Maybe 10 days or something, few days after. But maybe it's a coincidence. I cannot say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So first you sent the letter, your lawyer deposited the letter, and then
yes, and later I received
later,
them.
10 days later, this lawyer contacted you, tried to contact you.
Yes.
And now, if the Romanian prosecutor would ask you, would you be willing to give a statement to talk with them?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There's no to fight.
But
I'm doing my best to come back to Bulgaria to finish my problems, then to travel to Bucharest.
mm-hmm.
This will be finished sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. I have a question. At the beginning of this story, the APIA case, could you tell us who personally provided the warranty of First Investment Bank about the deal? You or Georgieva?
I didn't understand.
Who provide the warranty of the bank?
And I was not involved in the warranty on the bank.
And who?
Normally the company is not mine. That means Mila Georgieva.
Who provided the warranty?
It was her project at all.
So she provided the warranty.
In Romania or from the bank?
No, from the bank. The warranty
No,
First Investment.
I don't have any idea. It's not in my position to know.
Didn't she explain you what's the way of providing this warranty?
No, it was not necessary me to know this.
Okay.
One more thing. In Sofia, there's Lavsky Reed Street, number 6, where VM Corporation is registered. Did you had companies registered there?
I don't know. Well, I don't know this address at all.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, the company was registered. I don't know. I don't have a company even, if I remember. I have to check this, but I really don't remember such things. But Lavsky Reed is not speaking anything to me. Ask me or Georgieva. Yes?
Yeah. You mentioned in the beginning of our conversation about your practice in sugar trading. And you said that there are cases, and we know that falsifying your signature.
Yes.
In the documents. So who has the interest falsifying your signature? In these documents, having in mind that First Investment Bank, they accuse you that you're in charge in this.
As I told you, the whole operation was created of a person who was working with First Investment Bank.
Who was working? Or he?
Yes. I told you that it's from my competitor who was working with the same bank, and I was surprised of the action from the side of the bank. That means they was trying to help him in this case against me.
Could you tell his name?
A small guy with a big nose.
small guy with a big nose, but
having sugar factories.
Ex-sugar factory. He already cut it on pieces.
Is he involved in football too? In soccer?
No, he's not so tall. He's mainly involved in a gas station.
Yes, but he was collaborated by the bank.
Yes, by the way, in the whole case and the whole strike against me, he was collaborated by the bank. This is the reason for the fake document. Yeah. There's nothing which connects me with these companies. Again, this is why I tell you, in the end, I'll be not surprised that the whole case in Romania is against on the basis of the fake document. It's interesting for me too. I have no one conversation with anybody in this case.
Mm-hmm. So have you testified all these things in front of Bulgarian prosecution?
Of course, in the moment when I reach Bulgaria, alive, because as you know, Mila Georgieva is a very nice person worldwide.
Well, she's the head of the killers, so.
A killer factory, not only killers. It's a marketing management.
When did you realize that she's connected with this group?
From the newspapers again. It is a big case, but I think the case is against under the carpet. Normally, many people died in this case.
The killer's case is under the carpet.
Many people. Yes. How many?
I don't know. I was not counting, but it's in the newspaper. There is even her accountant in one of her rent-a-car companies of that some family.
But in your discussion with her, did she mention friends in Romania, high-placed persons in Romania?
We didn't have any discussion about Romania.
Mm-hmm. Not ever.
No, never. We didn't have any discussion. I know that there was barley for sale and there was some oil for buying. Nothing else. Never. I don't know the details of the deliveries and everything.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Have a nice evening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.